Joining me now, Democratic Congressman Mike Quigley. He sits on the House Intelligence and Appropriation Committees. Congressman, thanks so much for taking the time.
Thank you. Good to be back.
So as you know, that cabinet meeting was meant to explain better to the American public what are next steps in this war and the negotiations. Have you, either from that cabinet meeting, from briefings that you've received, do you have a clear sense of what the next steps are in the war if the president were to choose to expand it?
I don't have a clue what they're doing. I haven't gotten a sense at all of what the strategy is, what the goals are, what the exit strategy is. But it is not just me. I will tell you, my Republican colleagues feel the exact same way. Why are we here? What are we doing? How are we going to accomplish this? Is this about regime change? Well, then you're going to need to have all our troops on the ground. And by the way, Iran has a 1.5 million man army. I'm not even sure we have the capabilities of winning that war. Is this about the nuclear program? Then why in the world did we pull out of the treaty that Iran was in compliance with, where they were not moving forward with nuclear program, the JCPOA?
No question, and that has been, as you know, one of the stated goals of the war, although the stated goals from the president have changed at times. Do you see any circumstances under which U.S. ground troops could be deployed, perhaps to Karg Island, in a way that would not pose substantial risk? I spoke to one of your Republican colleagues yesterday who said, well, a small contingent is actually not boots on the ground. It's really a special operation. Do you buy that distinction?
No, troops on the ground are troops on the ground. We've already lost troops. We should care about each and every one of them. We have a lot of troops who have been injured. There have been a lot of innocent lives lost in this, as there would be in any single war. But if we haven't learned anything, I guess we haven't learned anything from previous wars in the Middle East. They don't go by script. No one imagined would be in Afghanistan for 20 years. We thought regime change would be simple enough in Iraq, in Libya. If we haven't learned those painful lessons, I'm afraid we're in for another one here in Iran.
So what is your reaction upon learning that the president has extended the deadline again, his own self-imposed deadline, about broadening strikes to hit Iranian energy infrastructure to next week? Do you believe it's possible that Iran is offering something in return that would justify such an extension?
I don't know that there's actually real negotiations taking place. We're hearing it's through a third party, but we're certainly not getting any details. And what exactly do we think that they're going to offer? You think they're going to, can't imagine they're going to offer regime change. And is this something to do with the nuclear program? I again go back to, we already had that. So we're spending $1 billion a day. The cost of this war is going to exceed the cost that we could have used to extend the health care benefits to all Americans. So there's a real cost to this and a real risk to the homeland. Iran is a country quite capable of terrorist activities anywhere in the world. The threat of escalation is mind-numbing. And the fact that they think that they can orchestrate something and the Iranians won't think, well, we're going to have retribution elsewhere, or that this can't explode into a confrontation that exceeds all understanding, it's naive, dangerous, and frankly just stupid.
Trump administration officials, and for their part, Israeli officials have said to me that whatever the ultimate goals, that at least 4 weeks into this operation, that the U.S. and Israeli militaries have exacted enormous damage on Iranian capabilities. From your perspective, did this war at least accomplish that, weakening Iran as a military threat and as a threat to its neighbors?
I think that the strikes that took place last year, in which the president said their nuclear capabilities were completely obliterated, obviously that's not the case, showed that this is a country that can restore itself. It has allies. It's getting help from our adversaries. So I guess the best answer would be temporarily. And what does that mean? We have to go in every year, every couple years? put out American lives, the threat of real confrontation and terrorism here, the extraordinary cost in all of those measures, because we occasionally have to weaken them. I mean, that's a threat that's not worth it if we're just weakening them temporarily. If this is something to end the conflict and end Iran as a threat for all time, that has to be an all-out war, a cost the American people don't want.
Congressman Mike Quigley, appreciate you joining.
Anytime. Thank you.